Waiting me that, nothing I can't do for my baby, my baby.
Hey guys, welcome back to Pebble Opinion. If it's your first time, welcome. You're definitely going to have a great time with me today. I'm Pebble O, and today for the first time ever, I'm going to be reviewing Big Brother Naija Lockdown, which started this past Sunday. I'm very excited. I'm glued to my TV screen. I'm very excited about this set of housemates, all of them. I've never been this satisfied with a set of housemates. I don't know, since Big Brother Africa season 3 or something, you know. So I'm very excited. So today I'm going to be giving a bit of my opinions about each housemate and what I think of them. And then at the end of that, I'm going to be reviewing a song by Lakeon, who's also a housemate in the house. Well, obviously he can't be a housemate outside of the house, Pablo. So Lakeon makes music, and I love music. He makes hip-hop. I love hip-hop, especially African hip-hop. We're gonna hear at the end of this all what he has to say on the song. It's a freestyle. It's not like a full song. It's just like a young verse. So, and it has lyrics, so even better. That way I can, you know, catch the bars. So we're going to be reacting to that at the end of this. So today we're going to be starting with the very first housemate, and this is Praise. Praise. Ooh, I love his energy. I think he's very personable. He's very friendly, you know. He's very out there. I love his energy, like I said. I think he's... Okay, when I first saw his clip before he walked onto the stage to go meet Ebuka and the rest of us, I thought he was gay, I won't lie. But then I noticed that he's not. So, you know, he's cool. And we have seen that in the house that he's got like a mini like love triangle with Katrina and V. So we're gonna see how that's gonna end up. But I think that now V has sort of like given up because she's seen that this guy is playing games. So this is V. V, you know, V was very loud on the first night, but I guess everyone mostly is very loud. Like, it's either you're very loud on the first night or you're just reserved, still observing. Like, some of the housemates were still observing on the first night, but other housemates like V here were very loud and just confident and, you know, like out there. But then she has since calmed down. I don't know what happened, but she has since calmed down, and I like her, you know. But I think she's a little dramatic, but we're still going to see more of her as the game progresses. And then next we have Katrina. So Katrina is the girl that Praise, the first guy, shared a bed with on the very first night. I was shocked because I didn't see them hanging out during the day, but then at night here they are together in bed. Okay, interesting. So yesterday, for the first time ever, I think she had a conversation with Bryan, and it was interesting because that was the very first time I actually heard the both of them talking, you know, and they were quite free and comfortable with each other. So that was quite nice. And, you know, she's very like business oriented, mostly, according to the conversation that she had with Bryan. And she's the only mama in the house. She's got a daughter. Everyone else doesn't have children. So yeah. So the next guy that we're going to be reacting to, this is Bryan. Guys, people are not giving Bryan a chance, and I think that we are all different. We can't all be Praise. We can't all be Neo, you know. On the first night you're just like screaming and jumping, you know. Some people like to ease into things, you know, and I think this guy is one of them. I don't think he made it into the house by mistake, you know. I don't think the people that brought him to the house just saw a very boring guy and said, yeah, let's bring this guy into the house. Besides, we need a variation of housemates in the house, you know. So I think that he still needs a chance. And I was thinking, like, so people are calling him a pastor, like, you know. So what if he is? Big Brother is not only for entertainers, you know. A pastor can come into the house and actually just be himself, you know. We need a different variety of people in the house. We can't have like models all the time. Like, you know how most of the guys are just like, you know, it's like the auditioning for Mr. Nigeria or something. We can't have that. Sometimes we need people like Bryan, but I don't know, man. I think his chances of making it in the game are quite slim because people are not feeling him, you know. Even when he speaks, people are just like, what is he saying? You know, they already have like an attitude against him. And you know, Big Brother fans, once there's a bandwagon against you, like, everybody will be jumping on it. So, man, good luck to Bryan. I like him, but I don't think that's going to be enough to save him, you know. So next we have, this is Erica. So Erica is, first of all, very beautiful, but I like that she's also very friendly, you know. Her face, she's just very friendly. She's outgoing. She talks to a lot of different people, you know, and But I think one of the things that stands out about her is like the sort of another love triangle. Like, it's only been 2 days, but I've already talked about 2 love triangles. She's also involved in like a love triangle with who's this guy, with Eric and Lilo. You know, I don't even know if I should call it that, but I think she's also, you know, eyeing Eric, because I think the thing is, these days most of the people, you know, walk into the house and they're like, I need to find a hot guy, because I know that viewers love couples, you know, even though this is not ultimate love, but viewers love couples. So if you are hot and the guy that you're involved with is hot, even better, because you know how viewers are, you know, like, it's quite obvious. So I think she and Lilo have the same strategy, more or less, you know, and I think Eric is the guy that they have their eyes on. So we'll see who he chooses, because on the first night that Eric spent the night with that girl from Kenya, Tony, so it was quite interesting to see. But anyway, this is Eric, and Eric, yeah, Eric, I don't think he's much of an entertainer. I think besides the fact that he looks nice, you know, he doesn't say much, you know. He honestly reminds me of guys that go to gym a lot. Like, they don't have much of a, not much of a personality, but mostly it's like they want their body to do the talking for them. Like, it's like, I look good, I'm hot, so I don't need to say anything, you know. He comes off as that type of guy. But, you know, I think his looks make up for a lot of things. But generally, I think in terms of personality, in terms of like energy, I think there's people that are much better than him. But maybe he's still gonna come out of his shell, but I don't know, hey. But his looks will definitely take him far, that's a fact, you know. Knowing we bbnaija fans, that's definitely a fact. So the next housemate is Lilo. Now, Lilo is one of 2 girls who are involved in a love triangle with Eric. Lilo seems quite feisty. She reminds me of if we're Nada, you know. I like her energy, you know. She's feisty, yeah, and I think she's still gonna bring a lot of drama in the house. She's flirty, like yeah, man, I like her, and she's quite, you know, independent. There's something just independent about her, and like boss bitchy about her. So I like Lilo a lot, and I'm looking forward to see what else she's gonna bring to the table. Next we have Prince. Oh my God, guys, last night I was listening to Prince, and he was talking to some of the guys in the kitchen about how he walks into a club with 20 girls, and guys are just like looking at him like, whoa. You know, I was just like, guy, like, calm down. Like, I think he's a bit too show offy, you know. I don't know if I like him, but I like the fact that he's not reserved. He's like, you know, he's talkative and whatever, but I think he's a little arrogant. I could be wrong, but there's something about him. And remember on the first night, he was like the first guy to argue over a bed. I don't remember who he was trying to argue with, but you know, it was quite tense, and I got this like hostile energy from him. But I don't know, I could be wrong, but we'll still see what else he has in store for us. Next housemate that we have on the list is Kidwire. So Kidwire, I don't know, he hasn't done much in the house for me. He hasn't caught my eye a lot in the house, but he's quite chilled. The one thing I know about him is London, you know. But otherwise, he hasn't really done much in the house that I can talk about right now. But yeah, I think he's quite chilled, composed. So yeah, we'll see what else he has to bring, you know. But yeah, there's really not much for me to say about him right now at this moment. So next housemate is Kaicha. Yeah, I think that's her name, Kaicha, you know. So okay, yeah, she's also still, I remember yesterday Lucy, oh my God, Lucy, you're still gonna get to Lucy was saying to her that she hasn't come out of her shell, you know. And this one was quite offended because she felt like maybe she's not playing the game right, you know. And I think Lucy's approach was also wrong, because she made her feel like she's not doing enough, you know, and she was quite offended. But I think she's still gonna, she reminds me of Cindy, you know. There's something about her, Cindy from last year, Pepperdam. So we're still gonna see what else she has, but I think there's something there, you know. I think the fact that she's not like the typical girls that are in the house, like, hey, Barbie dollish and whatever. I think she's gonna bring something quite different, and I can't wait to see it. That's if the viewers keep her in the house, cause you. And then next we have Ozzo, you know, everybody's man crush except for me, and maybe like 7 other people. So Ozzo, Yeah, also I find him a little self-centered. Like the other day, I saw him talking to Erica and Mengi, and he was talking about himself, his family, what his sisters have achieved, his career. I think he's more focused on that, which is a good thing. I mean, it's good that everyone can focus on their career like that, but I don't want him to become another Jackie. You remember how Jackie was last year? She was all about her job, her job, her job. I think he's also one of those guys. And also in conversations, he doesn't say much. Like if it's like a group of guys, he doesn't say much. But yeah, man, maybe he's still gonna come out of his shell. And then I think he's into what's her name? I think he's into Dora. But I think Dora is into Tochi, which is quite interesting, and everybody of course wants the hot guy to end up with Dora because Dora's like everybody's favorite girl, so you're gonna see. But I think she's more into Tochi, but we'll see how that pans out. So next we have this is the girl that that guy's into. This is Dora, quite outgoing, very bright personality. She's like her energy is everything. Even on the first night, she was like just talking to everybody and just like out there. So I like her a lot. And I think she's still gonna go far. I think people are just like saying, in terms of the girls, I think she's like the most favorite person to take, the ultimate prize. But we'll see, because people always change their minds. But so far so good. I think out of all the girls in the house, I think I love her personality the most. Like I think it's just colorful and just like, yeah, I love her so much. That's Dorothy. And then next on the list of the housemates of bbnaija lockdown, we have this is Mengi. Mengi likes that guy. We all know that. Mengi likes Ozzo. Wherever Ozzo is, Mengi is there. Guys. Like, unless Ozzo is in the shower or in the toilet. But otherwise, if you're looking for Mengi, just locate Ozzo and you will find Mengi right there with her yellow thigh, But I don't think Ozzo is into her. She won the head of house yesterday, which is quite cool because she's got a lot of people rooting for her. If only she knew. I think she's gonna also go far. I think she's gonna be in the top 5, if not 3. Because by now, bbnaija viewers or voters are very predictable. So when they say that somebody's gonna go all the way, they mean it. And I think she and Dora, the other girl that we just saw, I think they are the most out of all the girls they stand a better chance of making it to the top 5. So yeah, I don't think I'm wrong about that because I've been dealing with these voters. I know how they operate. So this is Tochi. I don't know how I feel about Tochi, guys. I don't like him yet. I don't know much about him yet. He looks like authoritative and whatever, but I could be wrong about him, so we're still gonna see more of him. And I think that Dora is into him, not into Ozzo. Because remember the first time they were playing that game and everybody in the house had to say what they into, like the type of partner they into, and then Dora said that the person that she's into is looking at her, and the guy that was looking at her is this guy Tochi, not Ozzo. So I think Ozzo's just wasting his time. You should just focus on what's this girl's name, the one that we just saw now, Mengi, because Ozzo did say that he's into yellow bones, and Mengi is very yellow. She's as yellow as they come. So I think you should just let Dora hang out with Tochi, but we'll see how that works out. So next we have Lucy. I think she's very forceful after what she said yesterday to Kaicha and what's his name, Lakeon. I think she's very forceful. Like, I think she can be a bit inconsiderate. But you know what I liked about what she did yesterday? I like that she didn't go and gossip about Kaicha and Lakeon. She confronted them. Yes, she was a bit too hard on them, but she confronted them. She could have easily gone and gossiped about them, saying that I don't think those guys are being themselves or they haven't come out of their shell. She could have easily done that. But she chose to confront them. So I like that about her. But I still think she's very forceful and she's trying too hard to be best friends with everybody. And that cannot happen. Like, you won't be friends with anybody. But yeah, man. So we'll see where she ends up with that attitude. Next we have Neo. Neo is from Wari. Neo, you know what? I think people from Wari are very what's the word I'm looking for? Yes, I love the energy. He reminds me of Omashola, but in a good way, not like comparing them, but in terms of like the energy in the house and whatever. I like him, and people are always trying to like say that people from Maria are too loud. Like, you have a problem when Neo is too loud, and then also when Praise is too quiet, you call him a pastor. Like, what do you guys want? You know, you can't just be saying that Neo is too loud. At least he's doing something. Unlike now, you guys are into Ozzo, and Ozzo hasn't really done much in the house. Unlike this guy, you know, this guy has, you know, cemented his place in the house. You can see the role that he's playing in the house. But other people just get love because of the way they look, because of what they do, because of the amount of money they have. And I think that's like crap. But you know, it's not up to me because I'm in South Africa. I can't vote. So I can rant as much as I want, but the voters will do what the voters want to do. But anyway, this is Neo, and I like that he's in the house. He adds a different flavor in the house. He's different from everybody. He's loud and proud, and I love it. I don't have a problem with it at all. Next, we have the beautiful. This is, oh my God, I should not forget her name. This is Watoni. And yeah, man, I like her. And the head of house, Mengi, chose her to be the deputy head of house. So she's sharing the head of house pad with Mengi, which is quite cool. It was quite surprising because I didn't think they were that close. But it's all right. You know, maybe this is their way of building their friendship. And on the first night, she shared a bed with Eric. Eric, who's already in a love triangle, decided to go and get someone else and make the triangle a square, you know. But she didn't read much into it, you know. She doesn't look like she's desperate to be in a relationship in the house. And I think as a girl, that's always great because it's very easy for the girl to get sucked into the relationship than it is for the guy. So I think her head is in the right place. This is Watoni, and I like her a lot. Next housemate on the list is... what's his name? Tricky T. This is Tricky, and Tricky is sort of like the comedian in the house. He's easygoing. I think he's into Watoni, and I think Watoni is kind of like into him. I could be wrong, but yeah, man, I like him. He's also in the same category as Neo, but he's not as loud as Neo. But, you know, in terms of like the vibes, they have that same different kind of vibe. And yeah, I like that he's also in the house. He doesn't have muscles. He's not like a model. He's not built like a model, unlike the other guys. But I like that he was chosen to be in the house. He adds a different flavor, like I already said. So next we have, this is Talani. Ooh, Talani looks like she doesn't take any shit from anybody, and I can't wait for somebody to just poke at her so that we can see the drama in the house. I definitely think that she's gonna bring a lot of drama in the house. I haven't seen her sort of like chasing any guy or trying to get close to any guy or any girl for that matter. Most times she's by herself, you know. So yeah, I like that independent boss bitch vibe about her, and I think she's still gonna give us a lot of drama. Next, and last but not least, we have Lakeon. Lakeon is one of the faves to take the money, apparently. You know, it's only been 2 days, but you know, fans, they don't play, they don't joke. When they say this guy's taking the money, they mean it. So Lakeon makes music, and I think, what else does he do? He said he's an artist, but I don't know what other type of art he's into, but I know that he makes music, and I love music. He makes hip-hop. I love hip-hop. And like I said, especially African hip-hop. So we're going to be reacting to a freestyle of his right now, and that will be the end of today's reaction. So let's get into the freestyle. Bye.
So I gotta get bloody with it. Two back flow, so I gotta get biggie with it. They don't believe it, ain't it? Surprising that I get demanded, and I keep supplying. Young black and gifted, and I been a giant. Although y'all need alliance, but you put 2 and 2 together, can't reach me. I'm high five. This high life fits me like a nice size. You can't beat me. I will not fight. It's not right. I'd rather go belly dancing than be in the ring and throw punches. Hey, MC Hammer really can't touch this. Hey, yo.
Hey, he's like, MC Hammer really can't touch this. Remember that song by MC Hammer? Dun, doo, 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 can't touch this. Dun. So that's what he's referring to. I like his flow. But he's very typical, like, you know, Nigerian rappers. I listen to a lot of hip hop, especially African hip hop. So Nigerian rappers have this flow, and he's also got it. But there's something I like. There's something different about him, and I like his wordplay.
I really can't break this storm. Yeah, y'all pussies really can't take this calm.
That line, the way he says, y'all pussies can come and whatever. I remember he said it in the house. You know, was it the first time when they were having like a freestyle session? So I remember that line from that freestyle in the house. So I guess he was, you know, singing this or rapping this song.
That's so funny. Why so serious? Now you can't take a joke too? I'm just getting started. I ain't even dished you. I ain't even tell you that your fan base out here trying to change crews, trying to make moves like I do. All your stars do like I do.
I was getting into that, man. You know what? I'll try to find a much longer, like a full song, like a 3-minute song that we can react to. I'll try to find it on YouTube. Hopefully he's got music videos on YouTube. And yeah, man, I love music. He makes music. He's dope. I like the way he thinks, you know. He's also very independent. Like, he doesn't rely on anybody in the house. You know, he doesn't rely on having friends or a girlfriend. He doesn't chase any girl. If he finds a girl, he talks to that girl, but he can see that he's not trying to make moves on the girl. He's just like interested. Like, he comes off like a what are they called? Sapiosexual. People that fall in love with the mind than the ass. You know, you see these girls that are walking around in the house like, hey, my ass is out and whatever. He doesn't look like he's into that, you know. That's why that time when they asked him about the kind of person he'd be into, his spec, he said, have sense. Everybody said, I must be short, I'm a boobs guy, I'm an ass guy, I'm a that guy, but he just said, have sense, you know. And I think that he has a lot of sense, and I judge him by his music and the way he carries himself in the house, the way he does in conversations, you know, the words he chooses, his composure, you know. I think he is definitely gonna go far. And it's crazy that on the first side people were actually pitying him, which was not necessarily because the guy is dope. But anyway, guys, that's how we come to the end of that reaction. I hope that you enjoyed my opinion. I'm Pebble O. This is Pebble Opinion, and that was my very first reaction of Big Brother Naija Lockdown. There's still gonna be a whole lot more. So if you liked this, please subscribe to my channel, please like, and yeah, man, let's meet again next time.